presentation of The Rob Dibble Show.
Sponsored by Northeast Men's Health. As we always talk about this, men over 50% suffer from erectile dysfunction. 40 years old, you got close to 50%. That's 40% of men over 40 suffer from erectile dysfunction. So, listen. Schedule a consult today with Northeast Men's Health. They can help you and fix it. Your initial visit's $99. It includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. There's 6 locations around the Northeast, 1 in Farmington. And if the test dose doesn't work in the office, your office visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you are like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment.
We have baby news. Congratulations, Cardi B, Stephon Diggs. They're having their first child. No, not yet.
They had to get
gosh,
married.
we would stop the show for that. We would just go home and start partying. But yeah,
Have you seen the people online that have been freaking out over their engagement?
Like Ben Darnell.
You finally got engaged.
Yeah, I have.
Oh my goodness. Cardi B and Stephon Diggs having a baby.
Having a baby.
Nice.
So congratulations to those kiddos. It's going to be great. I got nothing but football, Dibbles and Bits.
What do you
for
got?
One thing we've missed the last couple of days, Shiloh Sanders, now a Dallas Cowboy. He's on the practice squad, but the
Hopefully
Cowboys
somebody can knock some passes down when they get out there. He did not do a good job against Russell Wilson at all.
That is a good point. Like, if you're going to make a team in the secondary,
Yeah.
Dallas would be one.
Yeah.
Try out for.
Absolutely.
I heard a horrible story out of Pennsylvania football high school just this morning.
The kid was shot.
No, that's a
Right.
horrible story. Yes.
Did you see that one?
I did see that one.
What is going on?
And the Florida State kid that got shot is still in critical condition, I do believe. But yeah, we've had a couple of those that are just horrible. This one is horrible as well. Pennsylvania School District has confirmed that a synthetic drug was given to its football players without parental consent before a recent game.
It's crazy.
This is from WGAL Channel 8 News. The Mercer Area School District, located in Mercer County near Erie, Pennsylvania, according to the district, an individual, that's how they're explaining this, an individual entered the locker room and distributed the substance, that's another thing, known as methylene blue. Methylene blue is something that you give to patients before they have surgery that helps doctors identify areas that stains tissue. It aids the surgeons in those procedures. It also has an effect to block serotonin breakdown, to keep serotonin alive in your system, which gives you more energy, more oxygen to your blood. And these kids were given to it by just some random guy, injected them before the game, and it's okay. He's been barred from campus and won't be allowed back on campus.
That's some scary stuff.
Scary, dude. That is scary that somebody is just entering a high school football locker room and administering chemicals to your kids without them knowing. Wild. That's Pennsylvania football. Gotta get them ready, bro.
That's crazy.
My other football dibble and bit comes to us from Indianapolis Colts. I don't know if anybody, the game was great. If you're a Colts fan, not if you're a Broncos fan, but the halftime may have been better. The Indianapolis Colts have one of the best halftimes early in the season. It is mascots versus Pop Warner team.
Oh, I love when this yeah. The mascots are out of control.
Oh, dude, Blooper from Atlanta, the Braves mascot, he was in the house. He took a kid out on a stiff arm turning the corner, man. It was a thing of beauty. Now, he gets roughed up on the sideline, too. Like, these kids lay out these mascots, which is just hilarious.
I think they now know what they're supposed to do, so.
My man Blue caught a touchdown for the Colts and gave him the stomach dance. He pulls the shirt up and just gives a couple stomach
the kids,
humps.
I guess the kids are saying they know the assignment.
They do know the assignment.
So they know the assignment. It's to beat the crap out of these mascots.
But they're going to get it. You kids better realize.
Oh, absolutely. Keep your head on a swivel because this is the chance for the mascots to get even. And they have fun doing it, man. I've seen the last couple of years. It's outrageous what some of these mascots do to these Pop Warner kids. My favorite is when the parents get to tackle the Pop Warner kids. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen the Oklahoma drill.
Oh
with
my God!
Mom, dad,
where
uncle.
mom, but the dads is one thing because most of these kids have big dads anyway, right? But the moms that lay their kids out, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. People are right. That's abusive. No, it's not. You love your kid. You're letting them play football to begin with, and then it's like mom actually comes in and tackles. Mom's got no equipment on.
Right.
You've got all your helmet, all your pads and stuff on. Mom's trying to take you out. It's awesome.
And some of these moms, are laying the wood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're laying the wood.
It's like, finally.
Yeah, finally. It's like, Henry, I'm getting you back for not cleaning your room. Here we go.
I saw some dads on this last one, man. There was a couple of shoulder shivs. It was decleaters. Like this little 3'7" kid run with the football, and his dad just It's great stuff. It's good for the kids.
It's all in good fun.
As long as everybody stays safe.
Right. No injuries, but it's all in fun.
Yeah. We have some new odds for Heisman. It's all over the place right now as far as your Heisman odds go.
Arch Manning?
Down the list, scrolling.
Why are we so hard on that boy?
Scrolling, because
I'm reading this thing. What's wrong with Arch Manning's mechanics?
Arch Manning needs to go hang out with Bronny James and just take some notes on what's going to happen and how it's all going to go. Because Arch Manning didn't ask for this. Arch Manning didn't ask for his last name being Manning. And you can say on one side, man, that's great, dude. You got none to worry about. Oh, you're a quarterback? Hey, we're going to hook you up with the best. You're going to have the best tutelage. You're going to have the best recruits. You're going to have the best everything. And then, your last name's Manning, Heisman Trophy winner. He throws 1, 2, couple bad passes in a game. This guy's horrible. Nothing like his uncles. Nothing like his grandpa. It's like great to have that, because I would love to have Uncle Peyton throwing me balls when I'm in middle school and high school.
Uncle Eli.
Either one. It'd be great. Great little Thanksgiving football there at the Manning.
I love that after the first game. They're like, all the memes out there are like, oh, no, he's adopted.
But when you
he's
get,
not
right, and that's another
poor kid.
Poor kid, man. He's got to deal with that. So, gosh, I don't know how some of these kids can do it. Like, it's almost better to be the kid that you don't find out who your dad is until you get to the show or until you get to the NFL. Like, yeah, by the way, his dad also played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Nobody knew really who he was. He wasn't like a superstar. But then you see the pedigree like, oh, yeah, this guy's dad was in the NFL. He's in the NFL. I get it. But when you have this kind of hype machine and you underperform in your first 3 games, they're gonna come for you, man. They're gonna come for you. College football, Texas. High stakes.
Oh, yeah.
High stakes. John Mateer from Oklahoma. He's your number 1 on the list. Carson Beck, formerly of Georgia, now at Miami. He's number 2 on the list. But it's a long list right now because it's pretty wide open. Pick a player, any player. I like the kid from South Carolina. If anybody watched South Carolina football yet, watch some South Carolina football. They got one of their better teams that they've had in a while and could compete in the SEC. Could compete.
I'm just looking at some of these games. Oregon State, Oregon. Oregon State's 0-3. The Beavers. They're going to get smoked at Oregon.
Feel for the Beavers, man. Feel for the Beavers and Washington State, the Pac-2 teams that got left out of the mix. But then they still have these rivalry games. Like Oregon State has, what, 100th of the money and the 100th of the cool gear.
Phil Knight and Nike are just pumping money.
I think Phil
into
Knight
Oregon's
gives
program.
all the defected jerseys to Oregon State in their Nike agreement. So this is a slingshot.
Is Oregon State a Nike school, you think?
I think they are. I think they are.
Okay.
But this is a slingshot to a gunfight. What, Oregon State, Oregon?
I love Oregon's uniforms and stuff. I love those silver hats.
Which ones?
And the chrome hats and stuff. They have the craziest uniforms. As a kid, I would love that. I would love having all the different options.
That's what they say. They always come back to, why are we doing this for these different jerseys? And because the kids love it. And
Oregon State is a Nike school.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
They get all the hand-me-downs.
There you go. I was just about
they get
to say
the
that.
2022 stuff. They don't get the 2025. Let's see how many people we need to outfit at the Ducks before we look at the Beavers. I root Oregon State, though. I do
State. Too.
I root Washington State now just because they've been the left-behind college programs.
Listen, Washington State. I love all these state games.
That one's going on, too? The Apple
No,
Bowl?
not yet. But I'm just saying, having played in some of these obscure states in the minor leagues, that was the Northwest League, man. You were out there. I was playing in Oregon. I was playing in Washington, and you're driving all over these different places. And so over the years, you're just like, now you start checking out some of their college programs and stuff like that. I actually coached a kid in high school in L.A. He went to Portland State.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never even heard of Portland State. So
Great
then you
baseball
start,
program.
It is a great baseball program.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting drafted later rounds with the Cincinnati Reds. But, you start following some of these teams. I always feel bad for like Oregon State because they don't get the same amount of love as Oregon.
Yeah, and CCSU is that team for us around here. Like Yale, I think is a different bird in Connecticut. Yale has their Ivy League stuff, is kind of a whole different atmosphere around there. So like I always feel, and that's why we do the the power poll for all of our college
that's got to
football.
be starting soon.
We got to let them play some games. I don't know who's really that good yet. After you just watch one, they got some crappy non-conference going on. Like, how do I rank CCSU in particular? They've been taking some lumps, but they're about to get into their real schedule, so it'll be out in a little bit.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. This gentleman, hopefully he's able to call in. I'm sure he's very busy. These NASCAR guys are crazy. Brad Keselowski is throwing out the first pitch at the Red Sox. He's also going to be up at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway this weekend, so hopefully we'll be able to bring Brad Keselowski to you next on the Rob Dibbles Show. Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive. Henry B. and me on the ones and twos, and Alex Green is on our YouTube video. We'll be right back.